Start.
Hello and welcome to this beautiful beach where we are gathered to remember Harry. My name is Judy Netana and I am a celebrant. I would like to take a moment to ask everyone to check that your cell phones are turned off. Thank you. Today we celebrate the life of Harold George Smith, or Harry as he preferred to be called. Let's sit with one another in this time we have together in a spirit of appreciation for Harry, and we think also of those who cannot be here today. We especially remember Marion, Harry's wife, who passed 5 years ago. We can only imagine their joyful reunion as they meet on the other side. Life is one big celebration, a collection of happy moments worth cheering about. Today is a day of celebration as we remember the life of Harry. Celebrate his love and the way he made everyone feel special and important. Echo his tenacity and adventurous spirit in the way you live your life. Love every moment of life and share that love with those who mean the most to you. Affect change in the world just as he did. Make this world a better place because you were here. Be brave, loyal and caring, just like he was to his closest family and friends. Radiate in happiness in every way you can. First, we are going to hear from Harry's oldest son, Adrian, to come forward and speak about his father. Adrian?
Thank you.
From you.
Okay. Summing up my father's life, I keep coming up to one thought. I will never meet a man who more faithfully lived his values. My father was a teacher of all things. His method was simple. He taught by example. At any age, when faced with an ethical dilemma, after reflection, study, or even rationalization, I find myself coming back to one simple question: what would Dad do? His character is the foundation of my conscience. My father's teachings are endless. He taught me many things: the importance of standing on principle, the value of a good joke, and even better, a dad joke. And he always taught me how to fish. His passion was deep sea fishing, having won many awards for his fishing expertise. He died of a heart attack while deep sea fishing with his best mate, Franco. He died doing what he loved. He didn't suffer. There was no long drawn out illness, just fishing. One of my earliest memories was when I was about 5 years old. It was the end of the day and Dad gave me the last piece of bait from the bucket. He put it on the hook and I lowered the pole in the water and I got a bite. It was huge. It felt huge. I struggled to wrestle it up onto the pier. And when I saw it, I thought it was some kind of monster. A great big fish the size and shape of a pizza pan with both eyes on the one side. It turns out it was a flounder. Dad assured me it was a very good catch, and another adult there was so enamored of the fish he offered to take it off our hands. I thought, wow, I've done something here that not only pleased my father, but was of value to this complete stranger who was under no obligation to think anything I did was adorable. The power of fishing. Fishing can be a very affirming, very spiritual experience. Fishing is about ritual and mystery. It's about acknowledging a power greater than our own, recognizing that we play a small part in the scheme of things. It's about faith that the next cast will be the one, and that the fish on the line will make it into the boat, and that if this day didn't go well, the next would be better. It's about our connection to each other, taking comfort in each other's company and joy in each other's success. My father and I spent countless hours on the water. We talked about different things, and many times we didn't talk at all. We just sat casting our lines in the water, waiting with the hope that a fish would rise, enjoying the beauty and the quiet. These are the times my brothers and I will miss with our father.
Thank you, Adrian. I'm now going to invite Harry's sons, who are going to come up and read a poem.
The contest now had finished, and the fish were all weighed in. And Dad sat there so satisfied and expecting Yes to win. His bag of bream was quite supreme, with quality assured, and perched they were innumerable. More points of Yes were scored. The roach so shiny as the stars, a dozen more or so, mixed in the bag where Tiddler's small two tried back to throw. The tench, of course, weighed 3 pounds each condition. They were prime, and pike and eel and dance, of course, caught on my dad's new line. There was a pike so beautiful, a record he was sure. It must have weighed 100 pounds, he winked perhaps much more. And barbel caught on luncheon meat from sandwiches he had, while sitting on his favourite peg reserved, of course, for Dad. Yet in the competition now, just one other took a part, and yet he did no fishing when the hooter sounded start. And Dad, he seemed so puzzled as to why he let him win, and yet his face familiar looked behind that gentle grin. At last presented with the cup, all made with burnished gold, adorned with angels' wings so bright the winner had to hold. My dad now recognized the face of him who stood aside and let him walk as champion, his heart now filled with pride. The fisherman of Galilee, and Dad was quite amazed, as at the face of Jesus now he looked and stared and gazed. Our Saviour said in humble tones, "No fish I caught, it's true, but from today on Jordan's shore a peg reserved for you." Dad.
Thank you. We are now going to view a slide that has been put together by Harry's grandsons, Zale, Dylan, Kyle and Fletcher, with the help of Harry's daughter Tempest. Harry loved his grandsons very much and had the opportunity to take Zale and Dylan out fishing a few times. However, Kai and Fletcher were still a little young. Following the video, we will hear a poem which sums up Harry. We'll now play the video. Gone fishing. I finished life's chores assigned to me, so put me on a boat headed out to sea. Please send along my fishing pole, for I've been invited to the fishing hole, where every day is a day to fish, to fill your heart with every wish. Don't worry or feel sad for me, I'm fishing with the master of the sea. We will miss each other for a while, but you'll come and bring your smile. That won't be long, you will see, till we're together, you and me. To all of those that think of me, be happy as I go out to sea. If others wonder why I'm missing, just tell them I've gone fishing. Thank you, Tempest, for reading that. The family of Harold and Marion Smith will be sending him off as they cast out to sea in a private setting. But for now, they would like you to join them in celebrating his life with them. Share your joy with others so that it may spread. Advance your career, education, family, or life as a tribute to the impression he left on you. Thank Harry for the memories and years of friendship he gave to you. Embark upon your own epic journey as he did so many times over the years. There is no time to mourn. He would not want us all sad and crying as we talk about his life. This is the time to celebrate, to dance, sing, eat, and be happy. Let's be glad we got to be a part of his life and he got to be a part of ours. Let's be thankful for the time we had and memories we carry. Reach into your mind, heart, and soul. Find our friend there and bring him out to rejoice alongside you. Dance like he would dance. Sing like he would sing. Eat like he would eat. Now, before his children take his ashes out a bit, let's take a moment to reflect on our final goodbye to the earthly remains of Harry, while what remains in our hearts cannot ever leave us. We emerge into life from the waters of eternity, and when our days are gone, it is to eternity we return. Your life was a gift, and now, together, we offer it back to the great tide. From here on, held between all of you, he will be carried down through the waters of time. Go on your journey from this world, carried by the Spirit who made you and loves you. May the homeward path rise to meet you, and may you be welcomed across the threshold and received in love's embrace. For you, there is no more death or sorrow or pain. So may the company of heaven enfold you and keep you in peace this day and always. The family will now go down into the water and release the ashes.